This technique is super simple and it's used for attaching new sections of knitting to existing pieces, like adding a collar to a sweater or a thumb to a mitten. So we're going to be using these holes right next to the first stitch along the edge. And I want you to turn the work and identify there's kind of like a V shape happening here. And those are what we're going to be using and going through. So if you wanted to go one row in, you probably could. You see these V's right here. And you could use those if that makes you feel more comfortable, but I wouldn't go too far in. So first make sure that the right side of your work is facing you. And if you don't know which is the right and the wrong side, I'm going to link a video in the description. Okay, so I'm going to start in the corner. It's best for me, I'm right-handed, to go right to left. And we're going to identify the holes that we have to go into. Thankfully, this one is kind of big and messy, so that's very obvious for me. But if you have trouble finding it, identify kind of the first clean row of stitches before the edge stitch and grab onto that, and then you can pull those edge stitches away and you see how those holes kind of reveal themselves. And that's what we're going to be using. So for me, this one, nice and easy. And you see those two legs sitting on the top. That's the two legs of the edge stitch. And you want to make sure to grab both, because just one, it's going to end up being a little floppy. Grab your yarn. You'll probably be using the yarn that you knit your piece with, but I'm going to use contrasting yarn to see better. Have some tail to weave in later. And then essentially what we're doing is just grabbing the yarn and pulling it through with the needle through that hole. And that's all there is to it. And then we just go down the line. So I go over to the next hole. See, I've got those two legs sitting nice on top. Make sure you are using the piece connected to the ball and not the piece you're going to weave in later. And just wrap it around, do a yarn over, and bring it through. If your pattern calls for a certain number of stitches to be picked up, which they usually do, it's best to count how many stitches you have on your finished piece and figure out if you need to skip some of these holes and place some stitch markers if that's helpful. One thing to note, if you're picking up stitches along a thumb gusset for a mitten or the edge of a neckline, sometimes you'll find a really wide hole, and just make sure you skip those. Picking up stitches in these holes will keep them wide, and picking up a stitch to either side will help close the gap. You can also use a crochet hook if you're having difficulty. I find, especially when I've worked with 2 strands before, a crochet hook is really helpful. Then when you've gone all the way down the edge, first make sure to count them all, and then you just start knitting. And the first row that you actually knit is going to be a wrong side row, because what you just picked up were the knit stitches for the right side row. So if I want to continue making a stockinette pattern, I actually want to be purling on this first row to continue the pattern.